All right, this will be your third AutoCAD video showing you how to use CAD. So I want to do a few different things. So this is the new project that you'll be drawing. In the past, whenever we drew individual lines, we drew them like this, and then they were not connected, and then every time we offset them, say 6 inches or whatever, we had to offset it and then use fillet, which is super annoying. So we're not going to do that this time. What I want you to do is use a command called join. So hit J for join. And then I want you to select all those lines and it'll create a polyline. So it's made them all one line. And then you can offset that thing 6 inches and then you don't have to do all the trimming and filleting. Once these lines are all connected, I want you to use a command called explode. So I just type in EX, or you can go use this thing right here and select explode and select all these polylines again, and it'll turn them back into individual lines again. Instead of using the join command, you can actually use the polyline command right from the start, which is right here. And then you can actually draw all of this like that, and then you can offset it. And you can see that they are all connected as polylines, so it makes it a little bit easier to offset. And again, I'll explode these, and that should end up working out. I taught you about grips, so we drew an ellipse. That rhymes. So I'm going to draw an ellipse right now. So when I draw an ellipse, I choose the ellipse command, and then it asks me to specify the center. And I know this ellipse is 18 inches by 12 inches. So when I draw the ellipse, I'm actually typing in the radius. 9, enter, 6, enter. And that'll give it a diameter of 18 and a smaller diameter of 1 foot. So that's how I use the ellipse command. I can use grips. So grips are these blue little squares that appear. So whenever I can actually grab that grip and pull it. I don't want to move this thing though, but I do want to use that center grip. Sometimes I want to just grab this object like that. And so these blue things that pop up, they pop up on lines too. You normally don't want to move a line like that, but if you grab the center grip, it'll move it. If you grab the end grip, it'll stretch it or change it. And if you want to just stretch something like this, you can just grab it and pull it, and then it'll pull straight. So I don't want to do any of those things. So that's just highlighting it, and that's using grips. Fillet radius. So when I use fillet, the fillet command is right here. And whenever I use fillet, it'll say specify the first object. Actually, in the bottom left here, it says specify the first object or choose a radius. So if I want a radius of 0, hit R, enter, and then 0, enter. And a radius of 0 is just a normal fillet like that. So that's filleting. I'm going to erase this fillet, the actual angle. But if I want to do a fillet with a little bit of a curve, I can go fillet. And then it says at the bottom here to ask me if I want to select the first object, or do I want to change one of these things. I want to change the radius, and I want to make it 2. So that when I fillet those 2 corners, it chamfers the edge. It kind of makes it rounded. If I want to do fillet and do a radius of 4, I can do that. And you can see that then it starts to curve kind of a little bit more. I'll undo that last one, hit escape, and then undo. There we go. And now everything has a radius of 2. Mirror. I taught you guys the mirror command really quickly. So here's my door. I don't want you to draw different doors and stuff over and over and over again. So here I'm just moving this. Of course, you know the copy command. If I copy it, and now I can actually mirror this. So say I want to make this into a double door, I can use the mirror command, which is right here. Select the whole object, and it'll say specify a base point. So the base point is where this thing will mirror around. So if I want to make a double door, I can mirror here. Or if I want to make like, I'm going to use the mirror command again. If I want to make it like that, I can do that. You can see how they're 2 separate things. So that's the mirror command. Last class we learned rotate. So again, I just rotate it. I go select it, and then I select a base point somewhere in the middle. So rotate. Select the objects, hit enter, like we do with everything, and then you can start to rotate this thing around. Sometimes rotate is what you want, sometimes mirror is what you want, because you only want to draw this 2'6" door once, and then you want to copy it and copy it and copy it and copy it all over your drawing. You can see here you need to rotate it, and here you need to mirror it if you drew that one there first. Let's see if there's anything else. As we went through here, a lot of the answers and stuff, a lot of the information that you're looking for will be here. These are all the sizes. Do your best to to read these instructions and see how far you can get. Exterior walls are 6, interior walls are 3.5. To offset 3.5, if I have a line here and I want to offset it 3.5, I have to go 3.5. I can't use a fraction, because if I do this, if I offset 3 and 1 over 2, see how I wrote that out? Down at the bottom, if I go 3 and 1 over 2, that's 31 over 2. So that'll end up offsetting like 15 or something like that. See how it offsetted way up there? I don't want that. So whenever you're offsetting a distance, you have to type in 3.5. Closets are 2 feet deep. That means that depth right there is 2 feet. So my clothes are about 2 feet deep. Closet doors are centered from the inside. So this and this will be equal on all of our closets. Stair runs are 9, stair guard 1.5. 3-inch return behind doors. So this little return behind a door, that is 3 inches. So is that. So is that. That's what a return behind a door is. Wherever the door swings to is called a return behind it. I want you to make a couple new layers. You know how to do this. And then I also want you to turn your hidden layer. I want you to make your hidden line an actual hidden line. So in the layer properties, you have a layer called 005 hidden. And what I want you to do is I want you to click on the line type. It should read continuous. And then I want you to load and then go find the hidden layer or the hidden line type and then hit OK. Well, I've already loaded it, so it's actually asking me to reload it, and then I hit OK. Well, now I've loaded it, but now I need to go select it. So here I have to go and I have to actually select that line type and then hit OK. So I actually have to make that change. I don't want to do that there. I want that. I just did that to show you. So you have to actually make that line type change later on. So once you've loaded it, that's one thing, but then you have to go back in and make sure that you have selected it. So I want your hidden line or layer to have an actual hidden line like mine does. That should be about everything that we learned today. We also learned a couple things. We learned to match props. So match props is the iPad with the paintbrush. So it takes the properties of one thing and puts them on another and on another and on another until I hit enter. So match props is nice if you draw everything on one layer, like the wall layer, and at the end of the day you want to change the layers, you can do that. I'm going to undo that, hit Control Z. And then the distance command. The distance command is here. This one here is called a quick measure. It'll just give us a quick number of the size of what something is. Give us like a little quick and dirty of the size of it. Or you can hit the down arrow and use the distance, the actual distance command, and say, well, how far is it from here to here? Oh, that's 13 feet. So I can see that now. So distance, if I use distance here, how far is it from here to here? Oh, that's 2 feet. That's good to know. So that just, it's not drawing a line, it's just giving you information. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to show you. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. We can do the text and stuff later. And try and do your best to finish up this floor plan for early next week. And then next week we'll move on to the next drawing, which will be a section. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Look forward to chatting with you again. Bye-bye.